Hello students, and welcome to your video on area of triangles. And we're going to call this part 1 because I might do more than one video on area of triangles, but this is our opening video. So as you can see here, I have a triangle drawn on this graph paper. And what's interesting is not only is this a triangle, this is what we call a right triangle. A right triangle, as you probably already know, is going to have a 90-degree angle in it. A right angle, 90 degrees, meaning two of the sides of the triangle meet in a perpendicular way. So when two lines form, they come together and they form a 90-degree angle, it means that those two line segments are what we call perpendicular. So this is a right triangle. Now, how do you find the area? Well, the area formula for a right triangle is as follows. Area equals 1/2 times your base times your height. So the 1/2 is a constant. It will always be here. The base and the height will vary from triangle to triangle. So let's count these out. For this triangle I have drawn, let's count the base. The base, again, is going to run side to side here. Left to right, sort of the bottom of your triangle. So let's count how many units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has 5 units for the base. And let's count our height, or the tallness of our triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 units for height. Now all we have to do is plug and chug through the formula. So area is going to equal 1/2 times the base, which is 5, times the height, which is 8. Okay, now in Module 5, which is where you're going to find this material, I am allowing you to use your calculator. So let's take a look at the calculator here on this one. So I'm going to turn it on. Hopefully you can see that there. Let me set this down here. So 1/2, I don't know if we've talked about how to get fractions on this calculator, but it's pretty easy. If you look at your calculator, you're going to see this button right here. It's the third one down in the second column. So you have this DRG, stands for degree, PRB, and then you see this ABC button. That is your fraction button. So to get 1/2, you're going to type the number 1, then you're going to hit your ABC, and then 2. So it's numerator, ABC, denominator. Then we're going to times that by the base, which was 5, times the height, which was 8. We'll hit equals, and voila, 20 is your final answer. 20. So area equals 20, and my label on the back is going to be units squared. And remember, that's because units times units makes units to the second power. So that's going to be my final answer. Now, do you really need a calculator for that? Not really. Because if you look here, 5 times 8 is 40, and 1/2 of 40 is 20. Just letting you use your calculator because as we go through the module, we're going to have some more complicated problems. And I don't want, the focus here is the formulas and the shapes and not necessarily the computation that we've practiced all year. So we're going to let the calculator do that for you. Okay, so you just found the area of a triangle. Great job. Let's move to our next slide. So now we're going to solve this problem. It says if the area of a triangle is 6.22 inches squared and its base is 3.11 inches, find the height. Okay, so same idea. We're going to always start with the area formula for a triangle. So let's just start with area equals 1/2 times base times height. Now let's plug in the numbers that we know in the correct location. So we start with area. It says if the area is 6.22 square inches. So underneath area, I'm going to put 6.22 Then my equal sign will come down. My 1/2 will come down. And now my base. Did they give me the base? And its base is 3.11 inches. So I will replace B with 3.11. And I'm finding the height. So H just stays H for right now until I find it. So everybody, this becomes an algebraic equation that we're solving for H. So we're going to draw our vertical line down through the equal sign like we always do. I'm going to bring my 6.22 down. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and multiply 1/2 times 3.11 just to make the problem a little more concise. So again, I'll go back to my calculator. I'm going to hit clear. Remember how to get the 1/2? So we're going to press the 1, ABC, 2, times 3.11. And that's going to give us, looks like 1.555. 1.555. So 1.555 times that H. And now we're trying to get H alone, so we want to get rid of the 1.555. The opposite operation to multiplication is, of course, division. So I'm going to divide both sides by that number. These two are going to knock out to 1. Float the H down. H equals, and then I'll finish off on my calculator with this division problem. So I'll bring my calculator back on the scene here. And I'm taking 6.22 divided by 1.555, which is giving me 4. That's kind of a nice answer. Okay, so 4. So my height, 4 inches. That's going to be the final answer. Okay, very good. And last but not least for this video, you know I'm a why person, so my last question for this video is, why is the area of a triangle? See that notation? Area with a little triangle subscript. That's a quick way to say area of a triangle. Why is it 1/2 base times height? Well, I'm directing your eyes back to parallelograms. Do you remember the formula for area of a parallelogram is base times height? That was our last lesson. Well, guess what? If you take a parallelogram and you draw a line segment connecting these 2 points on the diagonal, you just formed yourself 2 congruent triangles. Okay, so the area here is going to equal the area on this side. They're exactly the same. You can see here the base is 1, 2, 3, 4. My height is 2. Same over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Height is 2. So if this area is equal to this area, then each of those is exactly half of the whole area of the parallelogram. So you take your base times your height, which is the full area of the parallelogram, and you divide it in half. You take 1/2 of base times height, and you've got yourself the formula for half of a parallelogram, which is a triangle. See that? Isn't that cool? Every formula comes from somewhere. So that is the reason why the area is what it is. Okay, thanks for watching and good luck practicing.